when you see your woman, I don't care if that's your ex-woman or if that's your current, on the floor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just standing there looking at her, like waiting for her to get up, and you're the cause of her, like you pushed her to the floor.
Yeah.
That's that disassociation, that same like type of narcissism that Derrick Jaxn is showing. Like, how could you look at a woman, like any woman on the floor that you supposedly care about, and you just like you gonna get up?
Whatever.
What's going on, people? This is Nigel.
This is Brad.
This is the Uplift Fitness Club podcast.
Derrick Jaxn, boy, comedian. You know, he reacted.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
To his own,
talking in third person.
He's smart.
Why you said that?
That's the I mean, how else can he get somebody to watch his video or to attempt to save his YouTube career? And I'm sure he was getting a pretty good chunk of income coming from that YouTube
I think
career.
he's getting more now.
Yeah.
This is how we gonna start it.
I think he getting, I mean, Derrick Johnson crazy.
Jackson, man.
What's his name?
Derrick Jaxn, man.
Oh yeah, Derrick Johnson was the middle linebacker for the Chiefs.
He was cold too.
He was cold.
Yeah.
But Derrick Jaxn,
I think he was a linebacker too, wasn't he?
Hey, I don't know.
I think he played in the league.
I don't know. That man crazy, but he's smart. But he crazy though.
He's a master manipulator.
Yeah.
Master manipulator, man.
With all them followers he got, got y'all.
Yeah, got him believing. I don't know too much about bro message, but I pieced it together from other people's perspectives, right? Because he done blown up. So you can't even, when you type his name in, you can't even find his videos.
Yeah.
You just find people reacting to his videos. But he basically he is quote unquote empowering women by disparaging men.
Hey man, I read some comments that said, it was ladies out here taking this guy's advice.
Yeah.
Breaking up with they dudes, listening to him. Right. They were saying, he's still in his marriage.
Right.
Y'all done broke up with y'all dudes. Listening to this man.
Yeah.
Now granted, right, I'm sure some of the game he was kicking out was good game.
Possibly,
right?
I don't know.
Have you listened to some of this stuff?
I didn't listen to any of his.
I've seen
listen to a video?
I've seen like a quick snippet, probably like 2-3 years back. That's why when you had sent me his name, I was like, hold up, if you sent me his name, he must have had been somebody at some point. So let me backtrack a little bit. And I seen the video that said it was 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, I remember this dude. No wonder this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because the snippet I seen 3 years back, he was giving advice to ladies. And now here he is.
Yeah. He's everything that he was making, basically, making a spectacle of.
Yeah, so.
But look, I mean, there is value in part of that message. If he's saying, if your man cheat on you, then don't give him no second chance and all this other stuff. I get it. I mean, there's value in that. I might give a woman that same advice.
That's a fact.
But if your whole message is based on, absolving women of any accountability for anything that they do, like it's bad men out here, or it's not even bad men most of the time. It's men that make bad decisions. It's women that make bad decisions.
And I don't want to say it's just generation that generation, because the past generations, they ain't have Instagram,
right?
They had internet to make these posts. But I see a lot of finger pointing, man. What you think about that? Like
finger pointing in
terms of men are like this, and this is the reason why, and women are like this, and this is the reason why. I feel like there's no accountability of like our generation in terms of relationships,
because everybody wants everything. They want to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
They want everything without giving anything.
Yeah. And I be seeing that, bro. I see these quick things once when I'm on Snap. I open up a store, I read something, and it's men is always some blah blah blah. Yeah. And I see the same thing with dudes. Ladies is always this and that.
Because bro, it's the same thing as like ESPN. Skip Bayless. I don't think he believes 90% of the stuff that he says. Like, if you really look at it, like, It'd be some, Shannon always start the debate off, right?
Yeah.
And then Skip follows him up. It'd be arguments. I'm like, it's no way Skip is going to disagree with that. And he finds a way to find one stat where, supports his argument. And it's like women and men are doing the same thing. Like first off, it's easy to create divisiveness between men and women.
Right.
Because we all, not all of us, but a lot of us have contempt for one another based off of experiences that we went through.
Right.
Where this person won nothing and this person cheated on me.
Correct.
Or my daddy left, or my mama ain't give me no voice in the house. All of us have traumatic experiences that have kind of built us up to be who we are today.
Right.
And now, all of those past relationships form how we perceive the opposite sex or whoever we about to date.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's nothing for me to say. It's easy for me to get on IG and say, women always want men to pay for dates, but they don't want the roles to be reversed. Yeah, you can't disagree with that statement. If you're a man, it's like you've been through that. Yeah. It's relatable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say all these divisive things because it's gonna give me viewers. People gonna be under the comments like, yeah, bro, same thing for women.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, if he don't pay for everything, then girl, he ain't nothing. Send him back to the streets. Like, bruh, at the end of the day, you can't judge a person based on your perfect expectation.
Right.
Like, at some point, you have to take a leap of faith on potential and how much good is in this situation.
Yeah.
Because it ain't never perfect.
Never. I mean, if you go, like I said, if you go online right now, man, everybody is perfect, bro. Everybody is perfect. And nobody make no mistake. Somebody you ain't never hurt nobody.
Everybody take vacations every week.
Man.
Everybody got the exact car that you want.
I don't even got no car.
Hey, you a failure.
I don't even got no car.
Listen,
I'm that scrub in the passenger seat of the car, of the best friend's car.
There you go. So, I mean, everything seems perfect, and we idolize these people who have these idealistic lifestyles where they have everything that we supposedly want. Mm-hmm. And we think because they have all of these material things that they have to be happy. They have to be at peace.
Yeah.
But then when you really hear these people talk, even the richest people have all this strife.
Yeah.
So it can't be the material things that's giving you the satisfaction. It can't be, you can get any woman you want because you got all this money that's giving you satisfaction. It got to be something else. It got to be where does peace come from?
It's internal.
Peace is internal. But how do you manufacture peace?
Yeah.
You can't just happen to fall upon peace. You don't just exist and then peace is created. That's like getting rich.
Right. It's a mindset.
You got
to daily battle.
Daily battle, right?
Yeah.
But you pulled up the I Am Athlete podcast with B. Marsh, and he's big on mental health, right?
Right.
So he, they did the check-in. I think on that episode we were just watching.
Yeah, they did do the check-in.
So periodically they'll do a check-in and say, how are you on a business standpoint, a personal standpoint, and a family standpoint, right? Mm-hmm. Or maybe mental standpoint. Mm-hmm. And they'll say 1 through 10. And the reason that Brandon Marshall said that he does that is because you have to have processes in place to realize or identify when people are struggling, or identify when you're struggling, if it's a thing that you're doing with yourself. Right. So how you create peace, how you create balance, how you create wealth is processes. So I said to say, what the hell am I trying to say, Brad?
Sure, tough.
You already. Hey, we here to take a commercial break, man. We back. Hey, hot topic, man. About $18.
Hey.
Hey. So in order to create peace, you have to have processes. And processes require discipline. Mm-hmm. Right? And I think the problem with all these, and we're gonna get into it, the people who we're seeing meet their downfall or their relationships are ending is because of a lack of discipline. It's because of a lack of what else did you have on there? Because it wasn't just discipline.
I had Also humility, right?
Humility,
self-control, which is
discipline, right?
Right.
Virtue, lack of virtue,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like the motivation behind what you're doing is not virtuous.
Yeah.
Like it's gluttonous, and gluttony is a sin. The opposite of virtue is sin. We just looked it up, right?
Right.
So if we lack virtue, we lack self-control and discipline, we lack humility, then as soon as we get power, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna blow up. More than likely. It's gonna blow up.
Because you're gonna abuse it.
Right. That's when you get that asshole syndrome, right? Now some people already have that, even without that power. Some people just, they don't give a damn about nothing, right? They walk in the elevator while you trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? You just got there's just some people just like that.
There's a lot of people like that. Yeah. So how we gonna broach this topic, man? We want to go into the specific cases. I got 4 case studies we can get into.
Let's get into these cases, man.
Get into these cases. So we got four I would say powerful men. Right?
Yeah.
Like they have power.
Yeah.
Let's
start with Derrick Jaxn.
We're gonna start with Derrick Jaxn.
I like to start with Derrick Jaxn.
Let's start with Derrick Jaxn.
So Derrick Jaxn, right?
Man, you know what? Man, he gave the dark skinned brothers an L, man.
I'll never meet
Derrick Jaxn, man. Man, how we gonna talk about Derrick Jaxn?
Derrick Jaxn, a little backstory on Derrick Jaxn. I don't know much about him, but this is what I got, right? A little backstory. So 3 years ago, he may have been making videos longer than that, but I know about three years back, first time I've ever seen him on YouTube. I just seen a quick little snippet. It was just him giving advice to ladies, in regards to their relationships and their mental health, and not letting men abuse their power, right? On them, because I guess his audience that he was speaking to was just women, right?
Yeah.
His whole channel was made to speak to ladies,
right? Which is genius,
right? And because I don't think. And I want to say I clicked on a few of his videos at a time, because normally when I see one video of a person, I'll click like 2 or 3 more after that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say there was no videos in regards to relationship advice. It was strictly like women, right? You need to leave that man that's not doing X, Y, and Z.
Oh my God.
I didn't see anything about, what. It wasn't both sides. It wasn't both sides. It was just strictly women. You need to have this type of standards. Your man needs to be this certain way,
right?
And if you're in this type of relationship, you need to do X, Y, and Z.
Idealistic, like he's telling you.
Right. I didn't see any game for the fellas. Anything like that.
Nothing. But he's creating this this Ken doll type of, figurative person that really rarely exists.
Yeah.
Someone that's gonna meet all of your needs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen, especially women, because honestly, bro, women got a lot of needs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of a lot of factors, but women are oftentimes raised to be catered to, and I think rightfully so, because there's times when a woman is going to need that.
Right.
If you want to start a family with a woman, it's gonna be times where she cannot do anything for herself.
It's fully depend on you. Right.
Or not anything. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
So. When you create this lofty expectation that a man has to meet all of these criteria, then we talked about the coffee strainer scenario. Every time you strain that coffee, there's more and more grounds that get caught, and there's less and less grounds that's gonna fall through. And then pretty much you're gonna have pure coffee at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the grounds represent options. You're limiting your options. Now, for some people, you might think it's a good thing, because you might think, I'm going to put the money on me as a woman, right? I look good enough, I am good enough as a woman, that the best of the best is going to be on my line.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not the case.
Yeah.
And sometimes the issue that we're coming into right now is the best of the best in your mind isn't necessarily what they're cracked up to be. And this is what Derrick Jaxn was painting himself to be. It's the best of the best.
The best.
The best of the best.
Yeah, man. I feel like, man, this in terms of relationships, right? And we just gonna turn it, just focus on relationships. It has to be high. You have to bring that value, right? Like you have to bring that value. You have to be willing to do stuff when you don't want to do it. When you're tired. It has got to be that way on both parties. You can't say you want X, Y, and Z from this person and you just, you know what I'm saying, your feet up.
And you showing up. All you doing is showing up.
Yeah. It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Because them looks, for man and woman, them looks eventually is going to run out.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, not even just eventually. Bro, you see it time and time again. It's beautiful women that, for some reason, cannot keep a man. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is, but I know, I mean, I've been with beautiful women, right? And I'm single right now.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not disparaging nobody because, you know, I got love for any woman that I seriously dated. I got love for you.
Right.
But it's like, very quickly into the relationship, you realize that beauty is not everything. You know, it's like it's something else that I'm looking for. And I'm not just looking to, you know, get the simple pleasures. You know, every night come home to a beautiful woman. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
And not to say that they did, because sometimes it has to do with you and your level of appreciation.
Right.
But it's just like, we know just you being the baddest is not going to get you there.
Right.
Holly Berry said,
right, and that's both sides.
You having the most money is not going to get you love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a man, you being the sharpest, the best dressed is not necessarily going to get you somebody who's going to love you forever.
Right. Might get you somebody who want to trap you.
Right.
That's a
so
story.
So, bro, when you Derrick Jaxn and you create this, I mean, I think he got some mental issues. Like, I mean, it's been echoed narcissism.
Yeah.
You know, like,
in the video that he reacted.
Yeah,
right,
talking in the third person.
Yeah.
But he does that. He did that in the apology video. Derrick Jaxn has made some missteps and has stepped out to the effect of, you know, he trying to lessen the blow by disassociating himself from the situation.
I don't know what's going on with Derrick Jaxn.
Derrick Jaxn has fallen short. Who the hell is Derrick Jaxn, bro? That's you. And his girl, bro. We don't even get into his girl, bro.
Man, I don't know.
Bro, how you get on the gram live with the fresh lining and the sweater that you just put on and your girl got a bonnet on, bro?
I don't know what was said behind closed doors, right? But I mean, hey man, there's somebody for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Hey, and you know, if that's what works, you know what I'm saying? If that's what works for them, then that's what works for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey man, more power to them, you know. I hope that situation.
But for the people out there, man, right, that was devastated by Derrick Jaxn
cheating.
This goes to show, don't be out here just listening to anything that anybody got to say.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Take some accountability. Come up with your own thoughts.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Right. Take some advice, right, and then make it your own.
Hey, on the other side of the spectrum, you know, he ain't get put in the news for infidelity yet, or you know, abusing power yet.
Yeah.
But it's coming. You got ex-wives, and then them ex-wives gonna come for you. But Kevin Samuels, man, you know about Kevin Samuels?
Nah, who's that?
Man, Kevin Samuels is basically the opposite of Derrick Jaxn. You know, you talk about that red pill, purple pill, all this other stuff. He's the type of guy. He's like your boy we was just talking about, ASM.
Okay.
And he's basically, but he don't go to help the men necessarily. It's indirect the way he helps men, but he goes and I'm not gonna say attack.
That's the older dude, right?
Yeah, he got wearing the suits.
Okay.
Yeah, but you seen him because of what he did to Shorty with the kids.
Yeah.
So that's what he does. That's his MO. Like, he brings women on the show sometimes. Sometimes he talks to some omniscient women, you know, that just they floating in the distance. Like, he's talking to them, asking them, why do you have these standards? Is it realistic? Most of the times he don't agree that it's realistic. You know, but on either side of that spectrum where you got this man saying that all women are wrong or majority of women need to lower their standards or change their perception, or all men are dogs and they cheating, and if they cheating you need to, or if they're not giving you everything you need to lead them. It's, bro, you can't believe everything everybody say.
Can't man. You gotta take, and you gotta filter what you listening to.
That too
all the time. And you gotta filter what you listening to.
That's
right?
big.
You want to have a mind your own. Oh, well, he said this, so I'm following, and they said that, so this is right, I'm following that.
Yeah, man. And that's that second level thought.
Yeah.
That's that. We went to the seminar over the weekend, and Aaron was talking about in sales, it's not the first reaction, it's the second and the third reaction, or it's not the first no. Like, it's the relationship, and then we can prime that person for, the eventual yes or the eventual possibility that we invite them to, right? So, in this case, when you're watching these videos, these people are one-sided. It's not your first reaction, which is to jump on the ship that the bandwagon that you're going for. It's like, listen, challenge the thought. Does this thought have merit? Yes, no. Maybe talk to some people about it. Grow your perspective by challenging, your beliefs. And that's the real problem, bro. Like, people don't challenge their beliefs enough.
Yeah.
That's why people are so shocked to see.
Bro,
I would have been shocked to see that this man is cheap. Bro, you have a million followers.
Yeah.
You're a young black, buff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You prime candidate. You got some money on you. You got the line still in you in your 30s. Yeah. Bro, that's top dog. And all your followers is women.
All of them.
Show them how to move. What's that Kanye line? How he stay faithful in the room full of.
Oh yeah.
Must be a pharaoh. He in tune with his soul. Like, bro, it takes strength that has 700,000 women shooting they shot at you, and quarter of them look good.
Yeah, man. You gotta be like me, man. Stay off of this social media, man.
That's true. Social media is a big factor as like marriage is ending.
Social media, I mean, great for business.
Yeah.
Great for business.
Bad for business too.
Hey,
let's move, man. Another example, man.
Which one you getting into, man?
I want to go. What you want to do?
Man, Quavo, man.
Hey, them elevators, man.
Hey,
you gotta stay off the elevator, boy.
Man, the video, now, let me say this. The video, for the ladies out there, right, that was disappointed. I seen this lady say, if that was your sister, right, if that was your daughter, right, y'all fellas want to be having the same reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's abuse.
Mm-hmm.
XYZ. For that video, let me tell you something. If that was,
be careful.
If that was my family, period,
right,
I'ma have that reaction. Whether it was my little cousin, right?
What reaction you saying though?
The reaction she's saying that basically, right, if I was related to that lady in that video, right, I would be highly disappointed.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course. It's family.
Yeah. But it's sometimes family be in the wrong and you still on
and still be on the side because it's family.
Right.
So I feel where she's coming from. Now with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have that reaction with family regardless. Like if it was a dude and my cousin, you know what I'm saying, is on there, I'm gonna have that same feeling. Yeah. Whether it was a male or female, I'm gonna have that same feeling because we family. But Quavo, man, it's not Quavo just weak. Quavo just weak.
Yeah, you gotta go ahead.
Look. The video won't even been that bad. He would have just easily you know what I'm saying, gave her a little hug, picked her up, listen, stop, it's okay.
Yeah, but women be having them sharp elbows and knees and the nails be scratching you up.
She hit him with like a little quick two-piece, bop, bop. Quavo almost went down. Stiffed on him.
Nah,
right?
Look, man, this
is
where I think
almost stole the suitcase.
This is where she athletic too, though. I think her daddy an athlete.
Well, you seen Quavo stumbling, right? He trying to grab her arm. He's stumbling around.
Look, we got to bring it. No. Hold up. We got to stop. We got to nip in the bud. We got to be responsible. Quavo We're not gonna talk about Quavo weak.
Quavo weak.
Look, this Quavo is mentally weak.
Yeah.
And in many ways, physically too.
Yeah.
He hooped though. I don't know how he
do
hoop. Yeah, but listen though, this the part where he went wrong. This the part where I'm disappointed with. I don't care about no damn Quavo.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with, men in general, because I know it's men that's laughing at this, that's having a response of like, that's what she get, whatever.
Yeah.
When after the altercation, hey, sometimes people have altercations. It didn't look egregious. I mean, for them to be fighting, they already got to a boiling point that they shouldn't have got to.
Right.
So I don't know who was responsible, but then when you see your woman, I don't care if that's your ex-woman or if that's your current, on the floor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just standing there looking at her, like waiting for her to get up, and you're the cause of her, like you pushed her to the floor.
Yeah.
That's that disassociation, that same like type of narcissism that Derrick Jaxn is showing. Like, how could you look at a woman, like any woman on the floor that you supposedly care about, and you just like you gonna get up?
Whatever.
Like it took her a whole minute to get up.
Right.
I'm just like, damn, like I didn't even know she was on the floor the first time I seen it. I thought she was just off in the corner of the elevator.
Yeah.
But he looking down, like, I'm looking at his eyes like he's looking down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh damn, she's like still on the floor, like, and it don't matter how bad she was hurt, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's the only part where I'm like, I mean, obviously you never want to get into a physical altercation with any woman, your woman, none of that. But if it comes to that, and you show restraint, you do the Jay-Z, just keep her at bay with Solange. After that, it's like, look, you gotta have some type of second level thought, like that gotta click at some point. Like, this is a woman that I care about. Let me be a stand-up guy at this.
Some of them things, man, I don't I've never been
physical.
I've never been physical with it. I've never been in any of those situations.
You never bear hug nobody? I bear hug a couple of girls.
Nah, never even had to done that, man.
But I don't know if it was serious.
I'm just too smooth with the words, man. Hey,
I don't think it was ever serious. I know that a woman has got physical with me.
Yeah.
I know.
Lady is never
I got but no, I don't think it was never hand. I don't think I got punched. I know somebody threw something at me. Hey. And not just everything stopped. I was like, we was going back and forth. Then she threw something. I was like,
do you think
you serious?
Do you think if he was smaller, you'd be getting tried more? Quavo not really a big dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of them dudes.
No, man. I don't think I'd be getting tried more, because I think it's more so. I think it's the level of anger that she went to. I don't think it's the size.
Yeah.
Because but
you heard the little man syndrome too, right?
I heard of that, but that's on the man.
And that's
side.
on the man side. But what I'm saying is, okay, so you got little man syndrome, right?
Go ahead, bro.
And you got,
hey, bro.
And then you got a lady who look at you like, well, I'm the same size as you. I will knock you out.
Oh my, hey, bro, your mama ever tell you she was
my mama had 2-pieced me in my chest when I was about 13, almost died. I don't know what I did. I don't remember. This is high school.
Yeah.
I just went upstairs,
just mad.
Yeah, went upstairs. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hop on I'm gonna go back on my PlayStation 3,
crying,
relieve my stress.
Oh man, I don't know, but I think it's more so because of obviously it's accusations of infidelity.
Yeah.
Like he cheated on her, whatever. Yeah. So I think it's the level of anger.
Yeah, but like they say, man, when emotions are high,
right,
intelligence is very low.
Right.
Are very low. Now I'm the type, and I think more people should practice this if you have anger issues, right? When you feel yourself getting angry, right? Just take a deep breath, right? Just think about what you're doing. Just think about what's going on right now, right? Either remove yourself from the situation,
right?
Or you try to talk it out.
I think the removal is more than likely.
I mean, because look at it right with that Quavo. Okay, I don't know what was in that suitcase. I don't know. It could have been $1 billion. That's how Quavo was acting, right? It was $1 billion in that suitcase. Man, you just gotta let that go, man. Ain't like, you can't sue or, if she's stealing something from you.
Right.
I'm sure a conversation could have easily got that back later.
Yeah. I mean, even if it doesn't, though, it's not worth
the
hit that he's going to take financially.
What's going on right now?
Socially, like, there's a video out now, you pushing your woman to the
just got to breathe and think.
On both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides, because it should have never got to that point. But we're going to take it back before that. Because we got to go to the root cause of the situation.
It's that self-control.
That self-control.
That self-control.
And this I wrote this down, bro. It's hold up. It's perpetuating the standard that you can't uphold. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could use this for all of these scenarios. Derrick Jaxn painting himself to be this perfect guy.
Yeah.
You cannot uphold that image. Everyone makes mistakes. You can't disparage every single brother that makes a mistake and then act like you're impervious and you live in a double life. Perpetuating the standard you can't uphold. We talking about Quavo. Every picture of him and Saweetie on the gram. That's how you say her name? Saweetie?
Nah, I don't even know.
Hey, listen, bro. Look, every picture of them on the gram, they booed up. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. We got everything we need. Yeah. And then now, all of a sudden, everything's not good. Why is everything not good? Because when doors is closed, somebody's not being who they said they was. Whether you said this to her or whether you projecting this outwardly to the world. In their case, it's both.
Right.
But you're perpetuating a standard that you can't uphold. So really, it's that self-control. Like, bro, why would you get into this situation? You jumping into the water when you can't swim.
It's a fact.
You jumping in, bro. I swear on anything, bro. I never jumped into the deep end until I knew I could swim at least 12 feet. You know what I'm saying? I could get to the side where I could walk.
I think I was just crazy then, man.
Look,
man, I was 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
I had to pass a swimming test to be at the pool by
myself.
myself.
Know how to swim, bro?
So look, I was supposed to go to the pool and tell them I was 12, right? But I was dumb. I told them I was 11.
Right.
My pops was pissed like, damn, boy, how you gonna stay here? I gotta stay here with all y'all kids. I'm trying to go back. So it was me, my cousin, my sister, they all there. He wanted us to watch each other. We were good. But I was still 11, right? Because I was the youngest of that group. But they was like, oh, okay, if he passed his swimming test, then you good. You don't gotta stay here.
All the pressure on you now.
All the pressure on me now, right? So 6 feet, I gotta go into 6 feet, swim to one end to the next, and then go tread water in the deep end for like 3 minutes, something like that. I did that.
I remember. But look, why do you think they put that age limit at 12? Because at 12, bro, you physically literate enough most of the time. Now, you was an athlete.
Right.
So you knew how to use your body. Intuitively, if somebody throw you in water, you know how to figure it out. For at least 1 minute, you might swallow some water, but you're going to be straight.
Somebody to save you,
right? Now, 3 minutes go by, you might not make it. But the first minute, you should be straight.
Yeah.
Now, they put the age limit at 12 because most of the time, a 12-year-old can negotiate not drowning until somebody can come get them. But a 6, 7, 8-year-old who don't know how to swim is not going to be able to live. You're going to jump in that water and you might sink immediately.
Yeah.
So when we talk about, the male brain development, we talk about this in pre-production. But we know women start puberty earlier than men. We know that women mature faster than men, not only physically, and this is scientific, they stop growing earlier because they start puberty earlier and they have a hormone release. All of this stuff happens. A male's brain does not fully develop until he's about 25, 26 years old. But the issue is there's learned behavior before that. So we fall into things like addiction, we fall into things like a lack of self-control, we fall into things like needing that instant gratification when we're 8 years old and we're playing video games. Or when we're 12 years old and we want to smoke weed after school. Or when we're 13 years old and we have sex for the first time, but we don't really know how to negotiate that personal relationship. 13? No. I'm talking about my peers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get all of this up front, right?
Yeah.
All of this mature behavior, we drinking at 15 years old.
Right.
Just all of these things that are meant. There are age limits for these behaviors. And there's no law on when you can have sex, but generally your parents might want you to wait until you're an adult to start having sex, right? So But when you get addicted to things like sex in your teenage years before your brain has fully developed as a man or a woman, when you get addicted to this notoriety and this female attention as a teenager like the Migos did, you know what I'm saying? You got every woman that you see is basically on your line. Now you get into a relationship and you never learn how to swim. Mm-hmm. But you're not even physically literate, you're not even psychologically literate enough to negotiate the test. When they put the test on you, and you get that first girl that you actually wanted, and she put you to the test, you can't pass.
Yeah.
You drowning.
Quick,
literally. And women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, a lot of these guys, and these are extreme examples, you know, these people have extreme influence, extreme notoriety, extreme money, but that just means that they have like a hyper reality. But it's the same thing with men that are similar to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your teachers, your IT professionals, like, it's readily available, bro. It's Tinder out here. You know what I'm saying? You could swipe tonight, and go find something. You know, if that's what you value.
Write it down.
You can't wait your whole life to make a change.
Believe in yourself.
Innovate with integrity and intentionality.
Yeah, I told her.
I don't give up.
Some people just terrible, man.
That's true.
Some people just terrible. You can't do nothing with them. It's like a wild animal.
This
This the ad where you trying to feed them. The dog trying to rip your hand. Like, damn, bro, I'm just trying to give you a piece of steak, bro. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Still barking at you, trying to rip your face off.